All right. The battle of the Siege of Amaranthin is complete. We saved the city. I believe we are about to go to the Brood Mother's lair.
You've saved us. Thank you.
The lair of the mother. Do I have to go with this team? Is this like who I'm stuck with? I mean, it wasn't a bad team. Oh, it does. It says destroyed by Darkspawn.
Allow me to say, Sir Dwarf.
Does it say that all the time, like regardless?
Joke. Lose that time because I was. Get
But I'm curious if that's just like the default until we find out otherwise. But I was trying to think, I think everybody that was there, we've done companion quests for. The keep was upgraded. The dude had bombs. We had ore deposits for the guys and everything like that. I feel like the keep should be fine. Fade Walker? Restriction Mage, Willpower, Defense, Spirit Resistance. Nice. Alright, I guess we'll find out what happens. Woo!
And I'm off.
Literally multitasking, watching while fixing a custom song for Rocksmith that you were asked to fix last night. Nice. Another armored ogre, huh? Of like, yeah. All right, just let everybody refill some health and stamina and abilities. I don't think that was me. All right, continuing.
All right.
Oh. Just a surprise high dragon, huh? Surprise dragon. Ah! Ow, my body. Are you like... It's like one of the worst... I mean, I understand if you're fighting a big old dragon, right? Oh, snap! What happened to its health? How did it just get killed? Way to go, Ogren. Hey, Blackblade gloves. Ogren's still useful. I never said that he wasn't useful. You know, not bad. We could eventually, I think we have the armor in the chest, which I guess could be just a little pile of nothing nowadays. Well, that dragon's done. So yeah, is there, I was just curious, like, is everything that happens up until here like kind of default? Like we don't find out if the keep held until like after this or something? I'm just trying to decide because I don't know. I don't know what we would do. But like I'm just not sure if the keep like actually fell or not. Oh, okay.
Going. All right. And I'm off.
This one's mine!
Oh! How about you then?
Okay. That's fair. Snore getting picked up again. I mean, at least while he's busy punching me.
Let's make this quick!
And I mean, I've got health and armor for days. 749 health.
That went well, thankfully.
All right.
So it's like, by all means,
Going.
pick me up and punch me for a little bit. What quest? Crystals fit into a strange socket. Other crystals may fit into the remaining socket. Oh, may aid you against the mother. So we need to find those other crystals, I suppose. It doesn't seem like anything super important, right?
Flesh on the floor, goop everywhere. I think we're getting close.
Yeah. I didn't realize that whoever we picked to go with us would just like be would be our group. So that's my bad.
I sense some darkspawn.
Time to die!
Going.
But yeah, maybe. We'll see. Straight up like being in The Shining. Oh, hi.
And so we meet again. No, Uther. That is not how this must begin. I owe you an apology, Commander. When last we met, I intended to explain myself. Fate, however, intervened.
I escaped, you mean?
I restrained you, only to prevent the misunderstanding that occurred with the rest of your order.
Yeah, the sort of misunderstanding that ends with a field of dead bodies. I get those sometimes.
I sent the Wizard to ask for the Grey Warden's help. I should have anticipated that you might view our approach as an attack. I am rarely able to judge how your kind will react. It was most unfortunate.
You wanted our help? What for?
My kind has ever been driven to seek out the old gods. This is our nature. When we find one, a blight is begun. Each time we attack your surface lands and you fight back until we are defeated. To break the cycle, my brethren must be freed of their compulsion. For that, I need Grey Warden blood.
You're trying to stop the blights?
Hundreds of thousands of my kind are killed before each blight is ended. It is a plague on our race. We do not begin a blight because we crave power or destruction. We obey the call of the old gods without choice.
Why do you need Warden's blood?
In order to become what you are, you drink the blood of my kind. To transform. Similarly, we must transform. I have created a version of your joining that uses the blood of Grey Wardens.
Interesting.
You take the taint into yourself. What we take is your resistance. That is how my brethren are freed. In your blood lies the key to their immunity against the call of the old gods.
The Wardens are supposed to stop the Blight. We'll be retired and talking about the glory days in no time.
How do the Darkspawn change afterwards?
Once they are freed, the Darkspawn think for themselves. They speak, they act. Some, however, have reacted poorly. They are flawed and they rage against me. The Mother gathers them to stop me, as she seeks to stop you. I cannot defeat the Mother alone, and I cannot free the Darkspawn unless she is defeated. Our goals are the same.
This reeks of stupid. The last thing we need is more Darkspawn thinking for themselves.
Darkspawn or no, he has a good point. Do we really want to keep killing each other forever?
Help me kill the Mother, and after it is done, I will leave to continue my work.
What is this mother exactly?
My most flawed creation. Freedom drove her mad, and she has poisoned the minds of the others. She has influence with the ones who have not been freed, and she gathers them as an army. I do not seek to rule, my brethren. I only seek to release them from their chains.
How did you become freed?
I was born as I am, an outsider amongst my kind. Why? I do not know. Why does some of your kind become Grey Wardens? Why do some possess magic? I have no answers.
Perhaps the other Darkspawn don't want to, or stealing blood from Wardens is perverse.
I thought it little different from your order's use of Darkspawn blood. We both do what we must in response to the Blight.
Fair?
The first blood came from Uther, freely given. She was a Grey Warden, as you are, and joined us many years ago.
Perhaps the other Darkspawn don't want to be free.
And how would they know when the choice has been deprived of them? Without choice, there is only one path before them, and that leads to the Blight. I believe there is another way.
You know, what he's saying makes sense. I think that we could team up to defeat the mother. I mean, she does seem quite insane anyways. So, and he seems rather calm, all things considered. All things considered. Okay.
Hey, if playing with their newfound minds keeps the Darkspawn away from Orzammar, I'm happy.
No! No! This is a monster! I can't let you do this!
Persuade, don't you want to stop the blights once and for all?
I do, but... I hope you know what you're doing.
I hope so too.
Thank you, Commander. I realize what a leap of faith this is for you. I hope that I prove
Go for
worthy
peace,
of your
hopefully.
trust.
We'll see
The
what we can do.
mother lies ahead, Warden. I cannot approach her physically. Her children protect her from my power. But when you reach her, I will do whatever I can to help you. You have my promise.
Okay. Sigrun disapproves, minus 10. Oh, yeah? Oh, no.
Going.
Oh, the power to heal allies. We had a Tower of Flame, blast a single target with fire, capable of stunning all creatures in an area. Can summon a powerful inferno to scorch a targeted area, friendly fire possible. Oh, neat.
Never any shortage of these ones. And I'm off.
Vestments of Earthemiel. I do not like. Oh god, ogre. Hello. Oh, I thought that maybe we were all on a team for once. Well, that was exciting. Yeah, failed and then he went hostile. I mean, it's pretty like, I mean, it's like, especially once you get towards the end of the game, right? But it's like you either have master coercion or you don't. And I guess maybe a couple of other things you could try.
All right.
Yeah, a lot of DPS. This is true. Ah, true, true. Whew. Oh, yeah. That's funny.
Now this should be fun. Ha! The one
Whew. Everybody's alive. Metal kite shield, expert slow rune. Oh, is it the last crystal? There you go. Quest completed. I guess it's time to go down into the nest. But yeah, I guess that's true. We've had the at least advantage of approval ratings being mostly high, except for Ogren's. His is pretty middle of the road, although it might be better now. Nathaniel's is like maxed out. Ogren's 61. Seagrin, a little bit of disapproval. She's still at 57 though. It's not so bad. She needs an injury kit. Everybody else is okay. I just want to check and see how we're doing over here at the moment. I think we've given all of the gifts that we potentially have. Well, the mother.
Now the pieces fall into place. The Grey Warden comes, the instrument of the Father. Oh, and the Father, he is but a shadow. Oh, how my children protect me. How they love me.
Whew.
I have told you many times, Mother. I am not the Father. I am simply the Architect.
It does not change what you are. You took away that beautiful music, left us with nothing.
It was a mistake to free you. It has left you with madness. I am truly sorry.
The Architect intends to free the Darkspawn, and I trust him.
But perhaps the Warden would like to hear how it was that the Father began the Blight. You want the source of the Archdemon? The one who brought all our kind to the surface? Here he is!
Well, paint me green and call me a turnip.
There.
I have too many days, but after seeing how disturbing this is, I'm going to retract
I did
that.
find the old god of Fleming.
On multiple wounds. There we
But
go.
I did not
There we
wish
go.
another blight.
Hey, Heather.
I attempted my joining ritual. My hope was that this would free all Darkspawn, unravel the curse from its source. Alas, I was unlucky.
Do you even think about the repercussions of
Is
your
it not
actions?
the way of the Grey Wardens to do what must be done? In the name of combating the Blight? The Blight is a menace, both for your
Doing some
people
chores?
and
Nice.
for
I
mine.
hope your day's been going
To
good.
end it requires sacrifice and risk.
That's funny.
And how lonely the Father was. How terrible to be the outcast, the outsider. He claims he wishes the Darkspawn to be free, but what he truly wants is to correct them.
However you feel about what I have done, the Mother is mad. She cannot be allowed to...
Begone, Shadow! You cannot harm the Mother any more than you already have.
I mean, she does seem
Now the
quite
hero
crazy.
is alone. Oh, the Mother knows your ways. You will not let her be, no, not after what she's done. So it must end. It all must come crashing down!
Oh god, no, don't wiggle.
Perhaps we'll hear the song again when we die. Oh, let it come. Let
No,
it come.
none of that, please. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Oh, it went from bad to worse. Oh my word. Don't wiggle.
If you insist. Yes.
Oh. No. Don't forget your spells. No, I was about to use the area of fire and the game crashed. Oh, the worst part about that is that we've got to sit through that again.
It was a mistake to free you. My hope was that this would free you.
More darkspawn, hey?
If we...
Oh look! He wants to fight! How about you then?
I need the entire team to be on the same page here.
Okay, this is getting exhausting. Okay, this is getting exhausting.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, this is getting exhausting. Going. Oh, you'll have to do so much better than that. Yes.
Hail Hydra.
Nice try. Yes.
I mean, we're doing decent enough damage. I don't need to worry about everybody else not being here. Yeah. Could I... Oh, good. I didn't know if I could heal everybody just like that. Oh no, wait. I guess I could potent stamina drought.
Anyone got a spare second wind?
There we go. We're fine. Sigrun, you wanna join us? Nice. I didn't know about the heal. Sigrun. I think so. That stab though. Oh, jabbed her again right in the mouth flap. Yeah. But yeah, I think I did. The end. I didn't even think about the heal bringing everybody back. The mother was already almost dead. After the death of the mother, the remaining Darkspawn forces scattered and fled back into the Deep Roads. The raids on Amaranthine came to an abrupt end. The architect apparently kept his word, gathering his remaining disciples to follow the rest of their kind back underground. Those Grey Wardens in other nations were appalled to hear of the architect's continued existence, but were unable to track him down despite years of effort. Some within the Order have claimed that the architect's survival guarantees another blight, and yet the Deep Roads have lately been quieter than any can recall. Most have resignedly decided that it is now in the Maker's hand. So we let the architect live. Oh, it was in daylight, yeah. Word of the Grey Warden's heroic salvation of Amaranthine spread like wildfire. When the magnitude of losses of Vigil's Keep came to light, sympathy drove generous donations from all other Ferelden's, all over Ferelden into the region's coffers. Amaranthine was restored to her former glory within a year, Vigil's Keep in 5. The Darkspawn messenger, set free after joining the Wardens, struck out on his own. The city soon buzzed with stories of a cloaked but lisping figure who aided travelers in danger. At the same time, reports of isolated cases of the Darkspawn disease emerged. No one connected the two. Right. The war devastated the farmholds of the Arling, but the land survived. In time, the opportunity would attract settlers from other regions. Dirk, one of the pranksters behind the Blight Orphan scam, was fortunate enough to survive the Battle of Amaranthine. The unconditional generosity of the Blight Orphan's mysterious benefactor inspired him to establish a legitimate charity dedicated to children orphaned in the attack. His sweetheart Melissa eventually bore him 2 rascals. We gave like 50 silvers at one point, and that was it. Vigil's Keep stood alone against a horde of Darkspawn. The Mother's forces outnumbered the Vigil's defenders many times over. But the sturdy dwarven walls proved impervious to any boulder an ogre could throw. The Vigil soldiers, clad in silverite, each felled a dozen Darkspawn before they died. The Vigil held 1 night, then 2, then a week, and then eventually the attacking horde broke upon her walls. The Keep developed an almost mythic reputation, the few survivors immortalized in song and legend. So, did it survive? Peace allowed the Wardens to replenish their number. Soon Vigil's Keep bore a capable army with Wardens at its core. From their ranks emerged new heroes to challenge. So I think we got everything, right? Is that all of it? New heroes to challenge threats to Amaranthine and all of Ferelden. Through taxes and levies, the Vigil was rebuilt. Years later, Voldric Glevenok stood on the battlements and pronounced that the defenses were acceptable. He would never speak more highly of any human engineering. The hour also would have been utterly destroyed. Nice! Sweet! Got it all. Dark whispers of conspiracy against the Wardens fell silent after a rash of accidents and disappearances culminated in the apparent suicide of Ban Esmerel. The nobles of Amaranthine remained dutiful. Some even suggest they were cowed into submission. It'll make the world you're making by importing every choice you made in each game. I know, I'm building our tapestry as we go so that I don't, like, forget. And so I've got it in the Keep going on right now. Among the many legends that the Vigil spawned was one of great heroes of the next age, a sheep herder turned soldier by the name of Sir Alec the Valiant, who eventually founded an order of knights that lasted 1,000 years. The commander's blade, Vigilance, crafted from the bones of an ancient dragon, was boldly stolen by Antivan crows. No, the blade changed hand as many times thereafter, with some master swordsmen pursuing the weapon their entire lives. Some claim that this legendary blade has had a life of its own and that its power is steadily growing. Dworkin Glavenak further refined his lyrium sand explosives, but left the warden's employ after Kunari mercenaries tried to assassinate him. Although the dwarven bombardier took his secrets with him, the learned say he left clues for others to follow in his footsteps. The Vigil soldiers, wearing the distinctive silverite armor that Master Wade crafted, came to be known as the Silver Order. Under the tutelage of the Wardens, the Silver Order developed into one of Ferelden's most revered military forces, a lasting memory of the Vigil's famous commander. With Valana and the Architect gone from the region, the Pilgrim's Path began to see traffic again. The massacre of militiamen and the merchants, however, led to hostilities between the neighboring human settlements and any Dalish clans that passed by. One human villager soon kidnapped and murdered a Dalish child. The clans reacted by giving the Wending Wood a wide berth, but both sides know that at some point the elves will return for revenge. A few years after Kal Hirol was emptied of Darkspawn, Orzammar began sending expeditions to rediscover the knowledge of smithing that had been lost within the Taig. Eventually, House Helmi decided that Kal Hirol was too important to be abandoned. At a tremendous cost to dwarven lives, they cleared the tunnels leading to Kal Hirol of all Darkspawn, making the road between Orzammar and the fortress safe again. Kal Hirol was reclaimed for Orzammar once and for all. In time, the Arling began to forget the tales of apparitions in the Black Marsh, and ever so slowly, settlers drifted into the region. Scholars said the veil was still thin, and thus the area was still dangerous, but the people only cared that there were no longer frightened whispers in the shadows. The village was slowly rebuilt. Twice the Baroness's mansion was rebuilt and occupied, once by a wealthy merchant and another time by an Orlesian mage. Both died mysteriously. Afterward, the mansion was torn down completely and the site left untouched. The survivors of the siege at Vigil's Keep hailed Anders and his magic for holding back hundreds of the assaulting Darkspawn. In the ensuing victory celebration, the men dragged the mage to the fire to engage him in a drinking contest. Anders lost. Anders remained with the Grey Wardens a few years longer, training the Order's next generation of mages, but when the Circle Tower called on him to deliver a lecture on the nature of the Architect, much to the Templars' dismay, Anders told the commander of the Grey that his time with the Wardens was over. And yet, not 2 months later, Anders returned to the Order. Ever after, the Wardens were his home and his lasting companions. Whew, so much. When the walls of Vigil's keep were breached, the surviving defenders watched in horror as a section of stone collapsed upon Valana. When the rubble was later cleared, however, there was no body. Valana was just gone. What? Just up and disappeared? Over the next years, Nathaniel dedicated himself to the Order and to clearing the blemishes on his family's name. After saving Tairn Fergus Cousland from a bandit attack, a portion of Amaranthine was returned to the house. How nice, he saved our brother. Nathaniel passed the holding to Delilah's son, and when a new castle was eventually built there, a statue of Nathaniel was erected in its courtyard. That's nice. Justice fought valiantly at the Battle of Vigil's Keep, but before the victory horn sounded, a Darkspawn sword removed Kristoff's head. It was, of course, unclear whether the spirit of justice perished or simply departed. At the least, Kristoff's wife Aura was finally able to claim her husband's ashes. With the mother dead, Sigrun seemed to lose her purpose. She withdrew from her friends in the Order and spoke to them less and less each day. Oh. One morning, Sigrun was simply absent, her bed made and her trunk emptied. A young recruit who had been up in the night said that she had left for her calling, gone to finish what she started in Kal Hirol. Oghren continued to regale young Warden recruits with tales of his prowess in both battle and bed. His drinking games prompted at least one recruit to declare that she'd rather reattempt the joining than lift another mug. Yeah, honestly, I'm being sold, yeah. Felsi returned to Vigil's Keep several times to see Oghren, usually bringing their toddler as well. Oghren's inability to act seriously wore on her, however, and her visits dwindled. They then stopped altogether. If Oghren missed her or his child, he never showed it. Rip. It's because we just couldn't get his approval high enough. We're going to change that in the Keep, though. I don't think it really matters, but we're going to say that we helped. Because that's obnoxious. As the savior of Ferelden, she did not remain as commander for the Grey for long. The Darkspawn were no longer a real concern, the Blight well and truly over. It was time for her to move on. She returned to life at court, resuming her duties as Queen of Ferelden and receiving a hero's welcome when she rode back into the capital. King Alistair awaited her at the palace gates, grinning from ear to ear. Some years later, the savior of Ferelden vanished entirely. Nobody knows for what purpose she departed, yet neither does anyone think her tale is complete. Woo! Oh, look at that trophy. That's gross. It's the face flaps. Dragon Age Awakening completed for the first time. Whoo! For me. The first time ever. Thank you, Heather. I wish the credit, can we just speed them up a little? Witch Hunt next. Golems next. Never done before. Yeah, Witch Hunt is last. Never seen before on Twitch. The first for the entire platform. Witch Hunt is shorter? No, well, I mean, it doesn't. It's just the order that I looked up. I mean, yeah, it honestly doesn't really matter which one is like shorter. It's just the order. Although Golems has nothing to do with the tapestry, so we'll just figure it out. All right, sorry. I usually want to like look at the credits, but those are some slow credits. Okay, gonna make a marker there. Dragon Age Awakening is complete.